Yeah. But anyways,
Is it recording now?
recording. We're recording, bro. Don't worry, I'll edit the beginning stuff out. But it's nice to have a natural flow as well, rather than just do a bit like a formal interview. You know, it's a natural flow. I like natural flows. I like one takes. You know, so welcome, and you're not a stranger to me. How long have I known you now?
Probably about 7 years, 8 years.
Bro, it was 2016. It's 9 years.
So 9 years, 9 years, yeah. Because I started what? Yeah. 2015.
Yeah. You started 2015. September or
August.
Yeah,
15th.
September. That's when I started uni. That was my first year of uni. So they didn't send me out until 2016, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I met you was in Fluoro.
Everyone met me through Fluoro.
It was you and a guy called Alex, I remember, and
Alex Stanton.
yeah,
yes.
and another doctor. That's I think he was from King's College. He was a registrar, radiologist. We were doing some NG tube thing.
No, I can't remember who the radiologist was, but
you gave me some money to go
to go and get you a coffee.
To get you a coffee. What was that?
And an almond croissant, man.
No.
Bro.
It was a chocolate croissant.
Oh.
It was a chocolate croissant.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that something? Don't worry.
That was a thing. That was a thing back in the days.
Get the students to get you coffee.
with AMT.
Yeah.
They had the best croissants, man.
I like that. And I remember getting my tunic out the bag. It was all
creased up.
It was all creased up, bro. You were like, Habibi, what are you doing? At least iron this, you know. It looked a bit mad, I'm not gonna lie. But that was my first day at placement. And obviously I was nervous as well, but you helped calm down the nerves, you know. It was good to see another ethnic guy there.
I like nervous students.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm just gonna ask you, you know, like, what made you choose radiography? How did it all start for you?
To be honest, when I left school, I was, you know, as a schoolboy, you really don't have any guidance.
Yeah.
And
especially you grew up in South London, didn't it?
So
you were one of them Streatham boys.
Yeah. So and no one around me, was studying like that.
Yeah.
Like no one really went uni.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And if they did, it would be like just the usual thing: go and study business management.
Yeah,
business study. Anyone that left school is like, sports science or business. So I ended up actually taking a gap year after, 2 gap years after
Surprisingly,
college.
a lot of people that do radiography, they take, even including myself, I had to take a gap year, and it's because you're trying to figure out what it is you want to do. Is that you don't want to copy everyone, you want to find out a way for yourself. So a lot of people, it's not just your journey, I've seen even my journey into radiography. We take a gap year, we take some time, then we make a decision. Yeah.
I think it's just life experiences, to be honest with you. So what I said to myself, in those 2 years, I'm just going to work and save some money, which I did. I didn't want to sign on to the job centre.
Yeah.
So I applied for Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
And I remember one of my friends, he had the interview questions to the application.
Was it last time?
So he was already in Sainsbury's, and he was like, just apply for this branch. Just let me know what branch you're applying to. I've got the answers for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They used to ask you like all these multiple choice questions, and he had the answers to them. Yeah. So I did that, got the job, and I was working nights for, I think, about a year.
Was this in South as well?
South, yeah. I worked at Sydenham Saver Centre. It's like one of the biggest supermarkets in that area. And then I met up with a friend in the area who was studying radiography.
Yeah.
Funny enough, you don't hear about radiography in school.
Never.
Outside of school. And whenever people talk to you about healthcare, it's always nursing or medicine. Do you understand?
Saying that now, it's become very popular, you know.
Is it?
Very, very popular. We're getting people applying from all sorts of backgrounds. I think at our university we had about 1,000 applicants.
Oh, God.
Crazy. It's getting very, very popular right now. Yeah.
So this friend of mine, he was like, look, why don't you do this course?
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't want to go uni because of the finance situation. You know, as
Student
Muslims,
finance. Yeah.
student finance. I didn't want to like
Yeah.
basically take interest
Yeah.
or take a loan and then pay the interest afterwards.
Yeah.
And then this friend of mine, he was like, "Look, this course here, it pays for your tuition
Yeah, it's bursary.
and pays you to study."
you, yeah.
I was like, "No way, what?"
NHS bursary, I remember.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they pay you that, and you pretty much have a job secured at the end of your degree. So I started asking him, "What is it about and whatnot?" He was like, "Are you alright with seeing blood?" I was like, "I think so." So he put me through. He was like, "Look, I've got a couple of radiographers as friends
Yeah.
at St. George's.
Yeah.
So if you need any help with your application and whatnot, just reach out to me."
Yeah.
So I left him because I think when I spoke to him it was around the summertime.
Yeah.
And then I started to look into radiography and how can I get into radiography. So I did some research on the internet, but it was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's high entry requirements.
Yes.
Very high, especially for St. George's.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie to you, I left school with 1 GCSE.
Yeah.
So I needed to go back
Yeah.
and do some retakes. So I did my maths retake.
Yeah.
And then when I was looking at the entry requirement, because of my age, I couldn't do A levels. I was 19 at the time.
Yeah.
So the way to go into basically a healthcare career, I needed to either study access to radiography or access to science.
Access to health and care professions as well. There's many access courses.
But that's what I was, at the time, that's what I saw that could take me into...
and that only takes 1 year, isn't it? It's straight.
Yeah, the access, the access course is good for like...
It's very fast.
People that that have dropped out from college, school, or later on, like mature students, or later on they want to get back into study.
Yeah.
It is the quickest way to get back into radiography. So I applied because I didn't want to travel far. I applied to Southwark College.
Yeah.
So I did the course there.
Did you have to pay for it?
So I did because when I was in school, I did. After I finished, I entered sixth form.
Yeah.
And I did BTEC courses.
Yeah.
No, tell a lie. The reason why I had to pay for it is because I did an access to business course at Lewisham College before it.
So how much did it cost you, just for the benefit of our viewers? You know, a lot of people do. I know it cost about 3,000 something right now.
That's now, but when I paid for it, it was about 1350.
1350.
1350.
That's not bad. 1 year course straight into university. It's not
but
bad.
if you've not done an access course before, it was for free to do it for the first time.
It depends though. You need to be under a certain threshold.
Okay.
It's changed now. So right now, if you're 19 and over, obviously you can get a loan. They call it an adult support loan or something like that. Adult loan, whatever. Like it's all through student finance now as well.
Oh wow.
Before it used to be you need to, if you're under this threshold, 19 to 24, you get it for free. But now it's 3,000 and you have to get a loan because they know a lot of people might not be able to.
Do you still get applicants
from access course? Yes, many applicants, especially mature students. Not even mature students, 19 to 24. A lot of people do access courses because they're coming from different backgrounds. Some done ICT, BTEC courses or A-level courses, business courses, media courses, so many different courses. Not everyone has done science at level 3.
Right.
So a lot of people do access courses to get into university. So back to you. You did the access course.
Yeah. So, but looking back at it, because I knew I wanted to do radiography.
Yeah.
What I should have done in hindsight is just done access to radiography.
Yeah.
But I went.
Did you access to science?
I did access to science.
That's just as good, you know.
It is, but that can get you into any other. You can go into nursing. You can go into medicine if you wanted to, biomed.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just did access to radiography, it can only take you to radiography.
You know why I prefer students who do access to science, access to health and care professions, is because it gives them the biology background that they need for, because you know when you get to uni, you do anatomy and physiology. You have to, you're going to look at biology in a deeper level, at a microscopic level. So those students who did access to radiography, maybe don't have that strong science biology
right.
background, whereas people with access to science
Yes.
or access to healthcare professions have got that strong biology background, and it helps them in their first year.
Well, foundation year.
Yes.
The first year, not
Yeah.
the foundation, the first year, because a lot of it is what's that? Is it EPPs? What's the first?
What, year one?
Yeah, but
it's different for universities, but
FFP, I think it's called, or something like that.
yeah, but most
Cut that
universities
out, though.
and anatomy and physiology,
Yeah.
some physics, and a lot of
Yeah.
reflection and portfolio work as well. But anatomy and physiology, biology, heavy content, and physics content in the first year, most universities
Right.
in the UK.
So it would help if you did access to science rather than
100%,
access to radiography.
Yeah, but access to radiography is still good, don't get me wrong, but you don't need to learn those elements of radiography just yet. It's not going to be essential. It's good to have a background information, but it's not essential. So access to radiography is not as popular as access to science or access to healthcare professions. Even other people, for example, right now, radiography is really competitive. So if you was to do access to radiography and you didn't get a place and you want to get into maybe physio or you want to get into something else, you're kind of stuck. You have to wait for another year. But if you do access to science or access to healthcare professions,
opens up a lot of avenues.
It opens up a lot of doors. So if you miss the opportunity to get into radiography, I know a lot of people that do physio, that do ODP. ODP is really popular now as well. That do occupational therapy. So much avenues.
And I think once you're in, you can always switch back into radiography.
Because a lot of people they drop out within the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like you get about 5 students that drop out within the first 2-3 weeks. So it'll be easy for you to switch over as well. So
that's good.
A strategic move. So it'll be good to do that.
So access to science would be the best.
Or access to healthcare professions. And so how was your first year? You start uni now, you get accepted.
So,
did you get rejected or accepted?
Well, that's what I mean. So I applied for 5 universities. Through UCAS.
Yeah.
I think it was South Bank.
Yeah.
St George's, Birmingham, Derby.
Birmingham. You were gonna go all the way to Birmingham, yeah.
So so Derby and I think Coventry. I can't remember.
Derby's
City.
City. Yes.
That's it. Derby and City.
Yeah. Now City and St George's has merged.
Yeah, I heard from some of the students. So I got rejected by Derby without telling me the reason was. Birmingham.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Derby. I went to Derby as well just to get some interview practice, yeah? Wallahi, bro, I took 2 hours, a train from London, 2 hours. I went all the way there. I went to the interview. I didn't have a tie, innit? I just forgot a tie. I was quite not casual, but I was quite smart. But I was still casual a little bit. I didn't have trainers. I had shoes, I had a shirt, I had a jacket, and I had trousers. These guys failed me. I asked, why have you rejected me? Their reason was, your attire. You didn't have, you wasn't smart enough.
Wow.
So that was crazy. I was so angry. But at the same time, I just wanted some interview experience. So that experience helped me when I went for other interviews as well.
Right. Yeah. So they rejected me. Birmingham called me for an interview, and I went out there. I had an interview, and they accepted me. So that was the first uni out of the
first
5. The first tick. So I was like, I'm gonna hold off because I don't want to go to Birmingham. That means I have to shift myself over completely. So I was like, I'll wait for South Bank, St George's, and City. South Bank and City rejected me on the same day.
No way.
So I was like, oh my God, man, this is going to be long. So I got a brother that lives in Birmingham. So I rang him. I was like, look, bro, have you got space for me? Because I'm thinking to study out in Birmingham, but I'm waiting. I'm holding on just to hear back from St George's. And then I waited, I think, about a week or so. Rejection from St George's. So I called him. I was like, how can you reject me? What's wrong?
Who was it? Tony?
No, it wasn't Tony. It wasn't Tony. I think she might have left. Her name was the admission girl. I think is Rose or Rose. Yeah, I think her name was Rose something. And then I called them. I was like, what's the reason? Why have you guys rejected me? I really don't want to go to Birmingham. I got accepted to Birmingham. They were like, look, you filled your UCAS and we've asked for a requirement that's not there. And I was like, I've got it. And she was like, well, we need to see it on the certificates that you upload into UCAS. So I was like, all right, cool. Just give me a couple of days. So I went home, bro. the journey from college, because I was at college when I got rejected.
Yeah.
I got my teacher to ring and say, this guy is fantastic. He works very hard. He's got this certificate.
Yeah.
He's got what you guys are asking him for. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go home and look for the certificate. I went home. The journey from college all the way home, I was praying on a bus. I was like, please, 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 ya Allah, man, please. Let this certificate be at home.
Yeah.
So I've gone in, found it. I had to scan it, send it over to them, wait for 2 days, and then they reversed the rejection
The
into
decision. Was this in the summer or in the winter?
Summer.
So last stages.
Yeah,
Very
last
lucky.
stages. Yeah. So I was like, get in there, man. So I called them. So you had to go and accept.
Yes.
On UCAS. So I had to obviously accept St. George's.
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. And you've been accepted now into St. George's. I know St. George's was half in St. George's first term and then Kingston. How did you manage going to Kingston?
Yeah, the first 3 months, I think it's called the FFP year.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
IFP, bro.
IFP, that's it. IFP, I don't know why I'm saying
been
FFP.
ages.
Yeah, so IFP, that's the one. So the first 3 months, you had to study with pretty much everyone.
All the medics, nurses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it was good because they helped you. A lot of them were nerds, you understand? Yeah. Anything you needed help with, you just went and asked. Yeah. It was local as well because I live in South. Yeah. It was closer to me to get to St. George's than Kingston. The second half of the term. It was all the way up in Kingston. Yeah. Penryn Road, I think it was.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
So we were, studying, I think, 4 days at the time. Monday, Tuesday, I think. Wednesday off. And then
Wednesday off was Friday. Nice. It breaks up your week. You get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, relax, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's the weekend. So I used to like Wednesday off, So where did you go for your first clinical placement?
So at the time, uni were like saying, look, the first placement will be close to your postcode, so wherever you lived, and then the second one would be further away.
Yes.
Unless you brought us a reason as to why you can't travel.
Trauma and non-trauma, that's what they say, isn't it?
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I think trauma site and then the non-trauma site.
Yes, but you could still go to like a trauma site that's close to you and a non-trauma site that's also close to you. Yeah. But they said no, to make it fair for everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, I had a reason as to why I didn't want to go far. So anyways, I ended up on my first site, was at GSTT here.
Guys, nice.
St. Thomas's.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the radiographers that I hear now, they still remember me as a student.
They take a lot of their students. That's the good thing with Guy's St. Thomas, they take a huge bulk of their students. So if you get a placement in Guy's St. Thomas and you want to work there, you need to audition during your
you have to
if you want to get employed.
You have to show your worth.
Yeah.
So that was my first year. It was here at GSTT. Good. Radiographers were nice. I would say the teaching at the time, it wasn't too great to students.
Yeah.
And obviously, because this hospital is next to the Parliament and whatnot, I think most of their equipments were pretty much new.
Yeah.
They were new, I don't think, but they were new. And everything at the time was DR.
Yeah.
So the the exposure factors were all kind of pre-set up for you.
Yeah.
As students, we knew about Kitty Clark and how to position this and whatnot. Yeah. You needed to learn all the exposure factors for wrists, starting from feet, whatnot, knees. You needed to know all of that.
Yeah.
At Guy's and St. Thomas's, to be honest with you, everything was set up for you. I didn't.
It's pretty much like that right now as well, to be honest.
Well, it's changed now. But I only find out how teaching wasn't too good here when I went to St. George's.
Yes, where they actually have the CR.
CR.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And the radiographers there were testing you.
Yeah.
Like,
on one cassette, they want you to do 4 images one time.
So we used to do the wrist, the wrist, the scaphoid.
Yeah, scaphoid series on one cassette.
Yeah. And before you even got into the room, they'll get you to pick up the form, tell me what views you're going to do.
Yeah.
What are the exposure factors?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it was like, that's why it's good to go to 2 different sites.
Yes.
If you're not learning something here,
Yes.
you're going to pick up something else from the other site.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed my time at GSTT. It's close to home. Everybody was nice.
Yeah.
And what I would say is, as a student, I was a good student from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Not because I was very good at my x-rays or my exposure factors or I knew radiography. It's because I was active. Proactive.
Yes.
So I wasn't just sitting down. When there's nothing to do,
Yeah.
I had this thing in my head. Let me go and stock the gown, change the linen bags and whatnot. Like I didn't just sit down and wait for a form to come in a box or a request to pop up or a radiographer to say to me, hey, can you go and do this?
Yeah.
No, I just did it myself.
It's better for you to do something rather than someone to tell you. And that speaks volumes, 100%. Especially if you want to work there in the future, it shows that you're proactive. You're doing things without people having to ask you. So definitely be as proactive. At the end of the day, you need to complete a portfolio.
Yes.
So you need to complete all your signatures. You're kind of forced to be proactive. I noticed the times that I was a student, and even as a lecturer, those people that tend to lag behind are those that are a bit reserved, introvert. Don't get me wrong, I'm an introvert. I had to change to get what I needed to get done, you know. You need to be proactive. You need to put yourself out there. You need to say, yeah, I would like to do this. Can I do this, please? Jump at on the request forms. It's competitive now. There's loads of students. I believe it's about loads of students there.
Yeah, loads.
We have about 16 students
and then we get
per
some
year.
from St. George's.
And you get some from St. George's as well. So you have to make sure you need to complete. It's all about you at the end of the day. You need to think about your future and how you're going to get things done. So you need to put yourself out there and be as proactive as you can.
Yeah, and it leaves a good print on the radiographers, the managers, and words go around.
Yeah.
Especially from radiographers, they feed back to their superintendents or their seniors. That's like, this student is really good.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. You know, if there's a post and whatnot, it'd be good to have him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just like, even like going into the rooms, we won't have anything. I'd go into the rooms, check the gloves, change those. Like I wasn't. That was just me. I've always had that in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And I think, when I left, my reviews or my feedback was really good from the radiographers.
Yeah. And you're working here now. Yes,
I'm here. I've been
you
here.
never changed, isn't it? You've been here since you qualified. You've been here.
Yeah.
And that will get me on to my next question, actually. So this is it was your first job, and it's been what, 10 years?
10 years since 2015. I still remember the day. I started on the 15th of August.
Yeah.
2015, yeah.
Yeah. How was your interview like? So they already knew you, isn't it? When you
so I was interviewed by 3 managers. They're still here.
Yeah.
My first interview, a proper interview, was at Croydon.
So you had a practice before.
I had a practice
yes, that's
before.
Really good. And that's something I want to tell people as well. Do not allow the place you want to work to be your first interview, because you need to practice. It's gonna be a nervous situation. You want to see how it's like before you go to the place you want to work first.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
So I used Croydon as a practice interview.
Yeah, how did
even though I never got in.
How did it go?
It was nervy. It was nervy. I remember when it was my first professional interview, to be honest with you. The Sainsbury one was like a joke.
It's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, I got the answers. So so the Croydon one was I would say it helped me to get the GSTT. Well, not to get the GSTT job, but to prep me for the GSTT interview.
Yeah.
And I'll get into the GSTT one, because when we applied, there was 5 of us from the same cohort.
Yes, from St. George's.
From St. George's, all from the same class. 1, 2, 4. 4 of us.
Yeah.
Not 5. Only one got, so we all came for an interview. Only one got selected.
One got accepted.
One got selected, yes, accepted.
Yeah.
for the job, and the rest of us, the three, we all got rejected.
They told
Yeah,
you
this is here at GSDT.
Yeah.
We all got rejected.
Yeah.
And then we all called each other afterwards, like, did you get the job? Like, no, we didn't get the job. And it's for the same reason, that this is our feedback. So I was pissed because that's the hospital that I wanted to work at, close by and whatnot.
Yeah.
I waited for about a week since the interview, and I got up one morning and I was like, there's a job interview at the Homerton in Hackney. I'm going to go and apply for that. So I sat myself, did the personal statement and whatnot. At 9:30 in the morning, I get a call from GSTT.
Before you go to your interview?
Before I even applied for the interview. For the post, sorry.
Yeah.
GSTT calls me, hey Omar, how you doing? I hope you're all right, blah, blah, blah. We've got some vacant slots, or they've opened up some positions. Yeah. We would like to offer you the job.
How was your face?
My mouth dropped, bro. I was like, really?
Yeah.
The manager was like, yeah. Would you like to accept the offer as a fixed term? So it was just for a year.
So not permanent.
Yeah, not permanent yet. So I was like, yeah, sure, of course. I just wanted to get into GSTT. And then they did the same thing for my other colleagues.
So everyone got the job?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So they called everybody back after a week.
What was the reason for that?
I think this is when we were in an old shift system and they wanted to go into the rotation, system, and they needed a lot of staff to be able to implement the 3 long days and 4 days off.
Yeah. So explain that system for the benefit of the viewers, people that might start working in London soon, because a lot of London hospitals have adopted this system. So just tell us about this system.
So in the main department, it's different to MRI. In the main department, you've got basically 3 long days. Yeah. And that could be any day of the week. You still need to do weekends and whatnot. And you also have 3 nights. Yeah. So if you work those 3 nights or the 3 long days, that's your week done. That's 37.5 hours.
Lovely. And when the rest of the week, you can just be chilling.
Exactly. Yeah. Or pick up bank or overtime or whatnot.
Pick up overtime. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah. And then also in the main department, they've got a normal week, which is 8 to 4 or 9 to 5:30. Yeah. That will be again 37.5 hours.
And that's Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
And that's for band 5 radiographers.
Exactly.
Right.
And everybody's.
For everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay. So if you're working, if you just qualified and it's going to be your first job working in London,
at GSTT.
At GSTT, you're expected to do Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30.
Yes, and nights and 3 long days.
So it changes every week.
You can swap out of them, but that's the rotation that we have in the main department.
So how much in advance would you know what you're going to be doing for October, for example?
So the rota comes out, they're quite good here. Yeah. They give you 6 months or 7 months in advance. Yeah. So you would know from now, let's just say, what's today, October? What month we're in, October? You would know up until next year, for example, June, May, what you're doing.
So you can book annual leave and everything.
Plan ahead. Yeah. Plan ahead. Yeah. Swap your shifts around. Yes. Approach your colleagues. Swap nights for days, or get rid of your nights. We get different, basically. Yeah. There's a variety of things that you can do.
Yeah. So how was it like in your first year then?
So my first year here at GSTT was good. Because I was a student there, a lot of them knew me. Yeah,
I remember you used to play in Arabic tunes in the X-ray and CT. I was like, this guy is too much.
So, it was good. It was good. Yeah. I worked as a band 5 for 2 years before I went for my band 6.
Band 6, yes.
But that was for my own self.
Yes.
Other colleagues, after 7-8 months,
went straight into band 6.
They applied for band 6.
And a lot of people move from one hospital to another as well to get promotion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So look,
you're one of the loyal people. You stay for, isn't it?
You can call it loyal, but it's how I felt about myself. I said to myself, I want to be able to be an accomplished band 5 radiographer.
Yes.
where students can come and ask me anything.
100%.
Colleagues can come and ask me anything. You understand?
Yeah.
My X-rays were on point. I knew basically everything a band 5 can do before I go into
100%.
being a band 6.
And plus, the locality of the place where you live and the system matched your daily schedule, weekly schedule perfectly.
Everything. Like, it's half an hour away from
I remember
home.
you used to cycle without.
Sometimes,
cycle,
yeah.
yeah.
I had to give that up away. So then to give that away. So so I did 2 years of band 5 radiography.
Yeah.
And then I applied for a band 6.
Yes. Before you get into that, your band 5, does that involve X-ray, fluoro?
So I did
angio,
everything. So I did X-ray, fluoroscopy, theaters.
Yep. Endoscopy.
I didn't do endoscopy,
didn't
so
do
I didn't know.
endoscopy.
They introduced that later on
You did, okay.
for us.
Yeah.
And only a selective number of radiographers were going there. I spent a lot of time in fluoro, so I was like...
how about interventional?
No, that's for band 6.
That's for band 6,
once you get into band 6.
So just X-ray, fluoro, and theaters.
Theaters, yeah.
So no CT at band 5.
No.
Is that the case right now? Is it changed?
No, that's still the case.
Still the case.
They don't expect you to get into that busy environment yet.
Yeah.
You can pop in and help, do the basic scan.
I asked that because other hospitals,
do that.
band 5, you'll be expected to do CT.
CT head and...
Yeah. You'll be trained in CT within a few months. Yeah.
Right. That's probably at smaller hospitals.
Yeah.
Bigger hospitals like trauma, big trauma hospitals, they want, they'd expect you to go through the band 5 rotation and then get into the band 6.
Yeah.
So I applied for the band 6. I didn't get it.
It was competitive.
It was competitive. But they also rejected me. How you got rejected for Derby?
Yeah.
Mine was similar. I thought I did really well for the interview, but they said to me,
no one gave you the answers this time. Yeah?
No, there was no answers. There was no answers to this one. So I went for it, and then they said the reason why they rejected me is because I didn't bring a form of ID with me.
What?
Even though
you work there,
I
bro.
there. Do you understand? So it was like an excuse because it was so competitive.
Yeah.
And to somewhat, there is bias, especially in...
There's always subjective.
Yes. So I didn't get it the first time round, and I was so angry. Like, I was fuming.
Yeah.
Because they offered it to somebody who had just qualified and did a couple of months, at the time. So I was very angry. I went back.
That type of situation makes people leave. I've seen that happen in certain places. Some people just pack their bags, they go off and go do other things.
Yeah. So I went back ranting to one of the radiographers.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was like, "No, it's not like that. Don't think like this. You're thinking too much.
Yeah.
It's just what happens on the day, how you interviewed and whatnot."
Yeah.
So he went and told, I didn't even want feedback. I didn't want to speak to anybody.
He was upset.
To be honest, I was so upset.
Yeah.
He went back and spoke to one of the people on the panel that interviewed me. And then they emailed me straight away.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
Yeah.
He called me aside. He was like, "Look, you did well, but when you applied for the post, it does ask you to bring a form of ID with you."
Yeah.
And even then, I thought he was still waffling. Nevertheless, I took feedback from him. He told me what I needed to work on and whatnot for the second interview. He said to me, "Be patient."
How long was it from the time you got rejected to the time you had the second interview?
3 months.
Okay, so not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I didn't know there was going to be another post.
You see that? Patience and perseverance gets you a long way.
Yeah, so I took his feedback and I went back again and I interviewed the best at the time. So there's quite a few of us.
Yeah.
I was at the top of basically the list.
Yeah.
They offered me the job and I did CT, interventional, IR, all of that for about 2 years. Nights, everything you want to call it. Yeah. I did everything.
Yeah.
Worked during COVID, outside of COVID, did all of that.
How was it like during COVID?
So it was crazy because and I would compare it to MRI because most of our patients that came with COVID or had COVID, they needed a CAP scan, which is chest, abdo, pelvis. And we had loads coming in, so many admissions. In MRI, you need time to get basically an ITU patient into the scanner. You need to obviously have, if they're asleep, you need anesthetic to come down with them. And that requires time, calling departments and finding out if they're available, can they come down with the patient. So it was a faff to bring a COVID patient from ITU to MRI. So everything.
Were you at MRI at the time?
No. So I applied. So just before the second wave, I applied. There was a post for MRI. And I applied for that.
Before you get to that, I want to ask you a question about COVID.
Yes.
I heard Boris Johnson was here.
Yes, he was. He was. Lots of police around the hospital.
No way.
Yeah,
oh my
at
God.
the time. Lots of police around.
Did you see him?
I didn't see him personally. No, my colleagues did. But I remember.
Did he really have COVID, or was it all?
Well, from what the news reported, he did. From what the news reported, he did have had COVID. So all the COVID patients were getting referred to CT. So CT was so busy.
It was very busy.
X-ray again, just lots of chest X-rays, chest X-rays.
And did you have students at the time? At the same time?
No, because they stopped. Yeah, they stopped.
They
stopped the students from coming in.
Yeah. So how that period there, I believe students that missed out on critical placements, they're not going to be the same type of radiographer when they qualified.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. And they called them COVID. Yeah, COVID radiographers. It was different because I think we weren't expecting anyone for 2 years until the government uplifted the quarantine restrictions. Yeah. Right. So I applied for MRI.
So MRI post comes out. Is it a band 6 MRI post?
Band 6, yes.
And it's in-house, so it's only advertised to GST colleagues.
No, it was advertised externally as well.
Okay, externally.
Yeah. So I applied for it. At the time, I didn't get it. So that's a third rejection. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 3 times now.
And how were you feeling after this rejection?
I was all right because I was a band 6. In CT, knew my stuff. So I didn't mind. I was upset that I didn't get it. But I didn't mind. It didn't hurt me, the rejection.
Because you saw what happened to you previously.
Yes.
You got rejected. 3 months later, you got accepted. So you kind of have a background of, it's not the end of the world.
Yes. So I applied for it again. And then was given the job at the time.
How long between?
6 months it was.
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Between the first rejection and the second.
Why did you go for MRI? Was there any reason?
To be honest with you, I was kind of getting not bored of CT, but CT was just, it was repetitive, which did the same thing all the time. And you looked at things in axial plane, you understand? I wanted to be more hands-on. And the other thing is, like, from what I heard from my colleagues that were in MRI at the time, you would be cannulating. And that's something I wanted to have. In CT, we had the NAs all the time cannulating for us and whatnot. Yes, and with MRI, the anatomy, you see the anatomy in a different way to what you see in CT. And you plan differently also. Because it takes direct acquisition in all the 3 planes. Whereas CT, it takes it in axial and reconstructs in the MSP and the coronal. So it's a reconstruction. It's really accurate, but it's not the same as taking MRI.
Direct acquisition.
Live, exactly. And when you're planning 3 different planes straight away. Do you understand? So as student, I hated MRI. Because you couldn't do anything. It's very boring. You can't do anything. But when I looked into it, it was the choice for me, and the best choice I've made, to be honest with you, in radiography.
Why did you say that?
One of the things that you do in MRI, the way you do the scans, the plan of scan, the way you look at anatomies, and things like specific body parts, they really excel in, like gynae stuff. MRI is the sort of modality now to that.
High specificity.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Prostate scan, sensitivity,
High accuracy. Yeah.
and all of that. It's meant to be the new sort of modality for all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
In MRI, we don't do nights. So that
That's
was
a bit
that
of
was
a strategic.
yeah. So it was
angle there,
it was
yeah.
it was and it's 3 long days, 4 days off.
Amazing.
Yeah, there was no normal week, so you didn't
Is
do
that what you
Monday
do
to
now?
Friday.
3 long days, 4
days off.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yes.
I would love to do something like
Yeah.
that. 3 long days.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it 12-hour days? Is it?
11.75.
Yeah. That's really good. MashaAllah. That's very good. So, what would be your advice for students that would like to get into MRI relatively quite quickly?
Yeah. So in GSTT,
Because how long did it take you to get MRI? How many years?
so I did 5 years in total in the main department.
Yeah. But that's because you didn't know what you wanted to do in the beginning, did you?
Yes. I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
I did obviously the normal stuff. I wanted to become a band 6,
Yeah.
do CT and whatnot. Once I've accomplished that, I knew, you know what, let me just switch over now to.
And now that
MRI.
you are in MRI, do you do CT X-ray? Or you don't?
I do. I sometimes pick up bank just to keep the
Nice.
the skill.
Help the department as well.
Help the department.
Yeah.
I do pick up some.
And how do
shifts.
you find it? A lot of people say, oh, I'm coming from MRI. I might have forgotten some stuff. Do you find that it's okay? It's like learning how to ride a bike?
No, you don't. Yeah, it's like X-ray. You don't tend to forget. How to do an X-ray.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with CT.
Yeah, you'll never forget.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you were comfortable at your time doing X-rays and CT, it's just second nature. Once you do one scan, everything comes back to you.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like when you ride a bike, you'll never forget how to ride a bike again.
What did you say about the question? How?
So for students that want to do MRI, like say right now a student's in his 3rd year and he wants to qualify, he or she wants to do MRI straight away. There's not much opportunity for that, but they want to get into MRI relatively quickly. They don't want to wait 4 years, for example.
So at GSTT, we do accept applicants that don't have cross-sectional background or cross-sectional imaging background.
Yes.
So a band 5 at Gaza and St. Thomas's can apply to MRI.
Wow, so you can have a band 5 working in MRI.
Well, he's a band 5.
Yeah.
Once he gets the MRI job, he becomes a band 6. There's no band 5 in MRI.
There's no band.
It's band 6 and 7 and onwards.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So, but you can apply as a band 5 into MRI. I wouldn't advise that. Only because
you want to be dynamic.
Yes, and if you come with cross-sectional imaging experience, it really helps you. If you in CT, when you look at images in 3 different planes, when you come to MRI, it's so much easier. You'll understand how MRI works pretty much straight away when you're planning. That's the only reason. What I would say. Also, timing and the pressure of CT, it helps you later on in your career.
100%.
The way things work in CT at a fast pace, like a conveyor belt, patients in out. When you come to MRI, you become sort of a relaxed radiographer. And I've seen that with my colleagues who've come from CT into MRI and how they work in comparisons to those that didn't have CT experience. It definitely helps you coming from a CT background, but nevertheless, you can apply. There are other colleagues that have applied from the band 5 position into MRI straight away, and they're doing very well.
Amazing. And back to you now. So at the time you've landed your band 6 MRI position. How did you move to a band 7 position? How long did it take you? What was your journey like?
Yeah, because I was already a band 6 in CT. I knew what my role was. When I came into MRI, it's similar situation. Supervising students, sorting out lunches, prepping patients, and etc. So I kind of knew my role already. All I needed to do is learn how to scan. And that it took me. I had very good mentors at the time, I must say. And where I transitioned during COVID, there weren't many patients in MRI. So we used to have like maybe four 5 patients a day on one scanner.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Guys, we've got 4 scanners. At St. Thomas's, we've got 2 in the Evelina and then 2 in the main St. Thomas's department. So we didn't have many students, many patients during COVID. So my mentors at the time, the radiographers in MRI, they gave me a lot of one-to-one time.
Yeah.
And that helped me basically pick up MRI scanning really quick.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I worked for about a year and a half before I applied for the Band 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more than capable at the time. All I needed to learn was literally how to scan. That was it.
Yeah.
So I had in my mind, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. Learn how to scan, apply for the Band 7 straight away.
Okay, amazing. How was the Band 7 interview like?
So that was good. I got accepted straight away.
Yeah. Was that Worcester?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's
Fair
straight
choice,
away.
yeah.
I applied. It was a fixed term.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
What
was the interview like? What were they chemistry?
It was very similar to the Band 6 interview, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But now, because you know how MRI works, there was some physics questions.
Okay.
When I say physics, it's things like we don't want to get into too much physics of MRI, but SAW.
Yeah.
So it's like when patients, how do you prevent basically a patient from heating up during the scan?
Yeah.
Questions like that, or explain T1 versus T2 imaging. So, but yeah, other than that, the interview was good. And the only difference, to be honest with you, from transitioning from a Band 6 to 7 is the on-call and a little bit of more responsibility, like stepping up when the managers aren't there, making sure that if there's any sicknesses and whatnot, that you're there delegating. Not much difference, to be honest with you, apart from the on-call aspect that we're doing as a Band 7. Yeah.
Amazing. So with your Band 7 role, do you have a team leading responsibility then?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do. You'll be a lead in every department you're in.
Yeah.
If you're at St. Thomas's and you're the Band 7 there, you're expected to be the lead, yes.
So that means, do you have to organize things?
Everything, patients and whatnot. Not to say that the Band 6 can't do it. They can, but if anything was to go wrong, they're going to be turning around saying,
you,
Captain, you're the one that's, exactly.
All right. So what's the future looking like for you now? So how long, what? It's been roughly 10 years now.
10 years,
So you're at Band 7 level. What do you expect in the future? What do you want to be doing?
To be honest with you, I enjoy the clinical aspect to MRI. I don't think I'm going to be getting into management anytime soon.
Yeah. Is there any reason for that?
I think with the shift system, working 3 long days, 4 days off.
It's just perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of flexibility.
I see you're always in Egypt.
Traveling everywhere, bro. It's not just Egypt. But I'm always in and out of the country. So you have that flexibility.
Yeah.
And you still keep in touch with students, with newly graduated radiographers, and new Band 6s, you know.
And plus you run a charity as well.
Yes, I've got that on my side.
Tell us a bit about this. How did that charity start?
Oh man, so it started in 2017.
Yeah.
I visited Ghana with my friend, my close friend, who was also my football manager at the time. So he took me to Ghana.
Yeah.
We went to Accra, and it was a good experience. And when I was there, we were driving past certain areas and certain villages and cities.
Yes.
And there's one thing that I found that they were lacking in.
Yeah.
It was clean water.
Wow.
Clean water. Or if it is there, it's
take
very
for
far.
granted. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very far for them to walk to.
Yeah.
So I decided to, with my manager, I said, look, can I try and raise some money and see if we can dig a borehole for them, a water well.
Yeah.
And he said, you can try. So I put it out on my post on my WhatsApp. I took a video of the area where I said that I was going to drill the borehole. And I did that. I had a lot of support from my friends. Lots of support.
Yeah.
Raised the money within a week.
Yeah.
And then dug my first water well there. And then later on, I decided to carry on with the work.
Yeah.
I went back again to Ghana a year after. I took 4 of my friends with me.
Yeah.
We managed to raise some money and dug about 7 boreholes at the time.
How many have you got now?
We have close to 100
Mashallah.
so far.
That's really
yeah,
good, man.
close to 100.
100
Yes.
wells.
Wells, yeah. All over Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And are you just focus on Ghana or other places?
Currently, just because of what I know, trust,
Yeah.
people on the ground.
Workmanship.
Even though
yeah.
we've dug one in Guinea.
Yeah.
Through a friend who, and his dad is on the ground.
Yeah.
In Guinea, so we managed to do that, but it's more on Ghana now. I've got my own established charity called Humans in Need.
Yeah.
I'll
sure leave a link at the bottom of this video.
Yeah.
So if you, how much will it cost to make a borehole well?
Yeah, the information's all on our website.
Yeah.
You can look and see what we provide.
Yeah, and it's 100% charity.
Charity, 100%.
Yeah.
Donation policy.
100%. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. That's great. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
you so much for your time today, and speaking with us, and also motivating the younger generation, because it's really important for the younger generation to see people from their area or ethnic people in senior positions, so that they can look up to them rather than looking up to other worst examples in, as we're from
in society,
council estates, PC people like drug dealers, music artists that promoting wrong stuff, drill rappers, and a lot of people now they're going down the wrong path. A lot of youths are going down the wrong path. So it's really important for the young people to see ethnic people and people from the area doing good things in the community, working senior positions in high establishments, and to show that there is career prospects out there other than the street life. And thank you so much.
And it's never too late to go back into studying.
It's never too late. When you told me about Access course, there is a student that came to this unit, to South Bank University. I think he was about 48. He did the Access course. He came into South Bank University, and right now he's working as a radiographer.
Yeah. It's never too late to get back into studying. 100%.
And what? It's only the radiography is only 3 years. Access course is 1 year.
Yeah.
4 years.
Yes. And what I would say from my personal experience, I did do a foundation year in engineering.
Yes.
And I found it very difficult.
Yeah.
I'm not the most blessed when it comes to maths.
Yeah.
But radiography, it was one of the easiest.
Straightforward, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus it all links up. Medical imaging.
Yes.
Physics,
and you're doing pretty much 65% of your time in placement.
Yes.
So is that correct?
Yeah. A lot of time.
50 in placement.
to 60%, of your time in placement.
And then the rest is theoretical. So
yeah. But you apply the theory that you learn. So everything that you do learn, you get a chance to apply it. So it's fresh in your head. And by the time you go for your job interview, you've already done 3 years of placement. So you're quite experienced. But yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. Thank you very
so
much,
much.
man. You're welcome, man.
All the best.
Thank you.